Hi neighbors. Today I want to make a banana cake because I have several very ripe bananas that I put in my freezer that I want to start using. I have more in there, so I'm going to start today with banana cake. And I want to mush up a cup and a half of really ripe bananas. I'm going to probably use 3 or 4 to get my cup and a half. If you want to make banana cake and you don't have really ripe bananas, turn your oven on at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, put them on your bananas on a baking sheet for 8 to 10 minutes until they're nice and dark. Then take them out and they'll be nice and mushy as well. Anywho, let's get going. My oven is preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, in case I didn't say. So in my stand mixer here, I put a half a cup of softened butter, and this is a cup of regular granulated sugar, and I'm going to cream this together. I figure with barbecue season starting, this would be a great recipe to take with you to a gathering of any kind, barbecue, whatever. So I have 2 room temperature eggs. I'm going to add 1 at a time. And I'm going to incorporate this first one really well before I add my second egg. And having room temperature eggs makes it easier to incorporate. And also having your things all at room temperature, when your cake is baking, the center is not too cold and it'll cook up nice. That is a half a tablespoon of vanilla. Going to scrape the bottom of my bowl, make sure that I get everything nice and mixed well. Okay, I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of baking soda and mixing it through really well because you want your cake to rise nice and even. Everything has to, dry ingredients, mix them in well. This is a half a teaspoon of salt. Mix that through the flour as well, really well. Now I'm adding a cup of full-fat sour cream. I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. This will help, the sour cream and the lemon juice will help with the baking soda to make the cake nice and fluffy and light. I'm going to add a cup and a half of my mushed up bananas. I do have, this made 2 cups, so 3 medium-sized bananas, I'll do like a cup and a half, but the other half cup I'm going to be baking more today and I'll use it. So this is a crowd pleaser. If you want to take this to a gathering, like I was saying, it'd be great for that. What are some of your favorite desserts for barbecues? Because it's nice to know what everybody likes. Yeah, it inspires me for future videos. So let me know in the comments section below your favorite desserts for summer barbecues. I'm going to do the flour by hand so I don't overmix my cake batter. Yeah, what I was saying before about everything being room temperature, when I put the cake in the pan and then I put it in the oven, if the center is really cold, it takes a while longer for it to cook, and then the edges get too cooked before the center is cooked. So it's nice to have it all nice room temperature. I don't know if you noticed, but on my cake pan there, I got these metal clips, and they're oven safe to put them on. I like using those because it holds the parchment paper in, and the parchment paper won't fold over on top of my cake, because that's a pet peeve of mine. So I find this helps. And it's a little bit of a thick batter, and just so you know, it's supposed to be, then just spread it evenly as possible throughout your pan. Give it a little shaky shake, pop it in the oven, put it in the center of your rack. I have it about at the second shelf from the bottom. My cake is out after 35 minutes in the oven, and I have it over on the cooling rack. And in a bowl here, I have 1/3 cup of soft butter that I'm just adding. In total, I'm going to add 2.5 cups of powdered sugar, confectionery sugar. This is 2 teaspoons of instant espresso. And my goodness, what a tasty frosting this makes for the cake. It's really good. And altogether, I'm going to add 5 tablespoons of milk to get the consistency that I want. Start off with 3 and work from there. So I needed the whole 5 tablespoons. And I blended this with my hand mixer for like 2 minutes or so. Make sure that your cake is fully cooled before frosting it so your frosting doesn't melt into a mess. I put in big dollops of the frosting on before spreading it so that I don't end up with crumbs throughout the frosting. So if you want to make more frosting, you can double this recipe, no problem. But I think this is a nice amount for this cake. It is so good. I really do hope that you try. Now I'm getting it ready for my tasty po. This is such a soft and delicious cake with a nice crumb. It's moist, but it's not heavy. It's very light. It's not dense at all. I hope you try. This is a wonderful cake. Make it for your friends and family and enjoy with a nice cup of tea or coffee. Look at this. It's such a tender cake. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. Like, share, subscribe.